Okay, so I'm gonna do a video and journal vlog kind of thing. I don't know, it doesn't really matter what we call this. It's just um, I'm trying to ground myself a bit after being outside running errands. TBH, I don't even think it's the anxiety or the condition that's getting in the way of me of getting in my way right now. I just think it was, you know, the person that I was running around doing errands with. As you all know, our family has a lot to do with the way that we are today, and I avoid certain people, family members, as much as possible. But currently, I can't drive my car around, and it's hard to go into certain stores without anyone, so I appreciate them being there to a certain extent. But I just find it's really unnerving, and I would have been grounded and fine um, had they not acted so immaturely, which is always the issue with this person. It's like we can't be in the same space for too long without anything I do or say offending them. They don't have control over their own emotions, and so it's like something about me always makes them snap or think that they could just take out their anger on me or their uncertainty about themselves or self-doubt on me. It's just really unnerving, and it sucks because there's there's been this a situation with a sibling where this person had to kind of like face themselves, and they reacted hastily in front of a stranger regarding my sibling's situation, and for the first time, like, they were able to reflect and see how they were reacting to things hastily. And it bothers me that it takes a stranger involved for them to be able to catch themselves, but in it's still gonna take them time because, like, running around today, like, they're still snapping, and they snapped in front of a person, and I caught that person, you know, looking at them like, geez. And it's just like, what is it about? What is it about me that makes me an easy target to just take their feelings out on? And it was a bit unnerving because, as you know, it's already hard for us to be outside around a lot of things going on, a lot of people, and I'm lucky that my case isn't. I would say it's severe, but it's not to the point where I'm unable to run errands. It takes a long time for me to mentally get myself out the door, and I plan to share this on YouTube, so I guess I'm holding back to a certain extent. I am holding back what I have to say, just to be careful and courteous of family members, but I guess I just want to express the frustration. Like, I hate being judged, and I hate always being attacked by those closest to me. And I've learned a lot about controlling my own reaction because you can't control other people. So I find myself in social situations being more present instead of totally focusing on how I feel with my anxiety and my thoughts racing, and what am I gonna say next, or do I look weird right now, or I have to give signals like smile and make eye contact and nod my head. Now I'm just trying to be more present during interactions, and it's been a good thing, and I'm trying to control my reactions when people snap or when other people are just trying to make it my issue when it's not my issue. I'm not responsible for your emotions right now and for you snapping at me. Basically, I'm trying to practice emotional maturity. And that's something that I don't know if other people with this have. Ouch. Just scratched myself. I'm very clumsy, guys, sometimes. Drinking another one of these Activias. Ugh. Speaking of clumsy, see this? See what I just did? Oh my god, dude. Story of my life, story of my life. So I'm, as I was saying, I don't know if other people that have family issues and stuff, if they deal with, for the most part, I think a lot of us deal with like emotionally immature people or have that upbringing. And it took me a while to realize, like, I don't have to react the way that they react to situations. Just dropped a couple of things, but oh no, you're going to see my mess. Do you guys like my Beetlejuice cup? My friend gave it to me. He works at the theater, so. And that's another situation. Friendships, too. But, yeah, I just realized, like, I don't have to react to situations or people, even if they're giving me an attitude or something. Like, I don't have to react the way that my family would handle those situations. Like, I struggled with that big time. We all struggle with assertiveness and, expressing ourselves. And now I just realize, like, I have to stay calm in those situations. And even if someone's being an asshole to me, even when I come into the establishment and I'm trying to be nice and trying not to be a rude customer and trying to make their day less harder, I mean, what can I really do? Like, it's hard not to take those things so personally, but I find that when I react hastily and with aggression when it doesn't really call for it, that it just makes me end up feeling worse and feel like shit for the rest of the day because I feel bad for reacting that way. And so, aside from that, I'm just also kind of questioning some of the friendships that I have. Not that I go out a lot, but the times that I felt okay enough to hang out with certain people, right? Certain people that wouldn't dig too deep into like my life, people that I felt like I could just hang out with and it would be chill. It's a little disheartening because some of them are being insulting to me and some of them are being dicks, and I'm just like, I go out of my way to pick you up and hang out with you, and not that they don't do things for me either, like this is nice and stuff like that, but we reciprocate back what we give, which I appreciate. But there are some friendships where I feel like I am giving more and I'm giving respect and I'm not even getting that back, and I'm being called names and I'm being mocked and ridiculed, and I've just kind of have dealt with that for many years because I thought, well, I'm tough, I could just, nothing bothers me, and we tend to detach a lot, and I just detached a lot from disrespect or certain things that I thought, well, it's not really affecting me because I'm not allowing it to. But I think I am, I guess, in a stage right now where I've been able to be honest with myself and say, hey, like, I'm not happy with the way things are going, and in doing so and reflecting back, I'm realizing, like, I've allowed disrespect, and even though I'm holding back in the relationship or friendships I'm holding back, it's still, this is really hard to explain. Basically, just because I'm detached from friendships or from people, that has allowed people to be disrespectful and rude to me. And even, it's still gonna take a toll on you because it's negative energy and it's a negative person, and it's gonna continue until one day, like recently, I wake up and I realize, like, hey, this isn't okay. As much as I want to think that I'm callous and all this stuff, like, I shouldn't be allowing certain things. And I'm really good about boundaries and speaking up for myself. But this stuff like snuck up on me, and it was like a eye opening. It's been an eye opening experience, and it's a struggle because we don't want to isolate even more than we already are. And I question, like, am I just trying to isolate myself even more? But like, I had an incident with a friend who once again insulted me over text message, and they're trying to hang out with me, and I was like up for it. But after that, it's a reminder of how every time I'm hanging out with them, they have to make a comment about my intelligence, or they have to make a comment about something personal. And there's so many things that I can say back to them, but it's just much more better and beneficial for me to take a break from people and talk to them. If it continues again, which I don't want to give that person the opportunity, but if they say something to me again over text, I will say something, because it's not right. And yeah, so I just wanted to make this video to kind of just calm down. I feel like a little antsy right now because I want to figure my life out. I just want to be at peace. I would love my own space, my own house. I would love that so much. That's my goal. It's just really sad how sometimes the ones closest to us, they can really break down your confidence, and then you think like you carry that with you out in the world, and people will pick up on that. They'll think you're negative or this and that, and it's just kind of like reconfirming how you feel about yourself. But I think with people that have this struggle, one thing I can say to you that I've learned is, don't let the people, it's so hard because it's been ingrained in us that we're this, we're that, we're not good enough, we're weird, we're awkward, we're antisocial, we're everything under the sun. But those are reflections of themselves a lot of the time. That's a reflection of their own self-worth and their own self-doubt that they're putting onto you because they think it's going to protect you to think that way, and it's going to protect them. And that's not the case. You have to give yourself a chance to just be yourself. And I find that sometimes people will like you for who you are because they weren't raised that way, and or maybe of course everyone has their issues with their family, but our situation is very unique too. And sometimes like today, like I because this person was there with me, I was a little bit more open, and I told them, did you see the Martha Stewart reel that I sent you? It's her making eggnog with a bunch of rum. And the cashier, she joined in on the conversation, and then I just feel like my energy was good. So the person that came up in line behind me, he started a conversation with me, and like people were just smiling at me today, and I just felt like we don't give ourselves that chance because we're just so closed off. And of course everyone is gonna like I have to finish this conversation because someone's calling me, Progressive's calling me, but basically, um, it's hard because sometimes you do try to go out there with positive attitude and you get nasty attitude back. And again, that's just something that they're going through. You never know if something about your light is making them feel inadequate or reminding them of, you know, something that they're not happy with. They're just having a bad day at work. It's nothing about you, nothing personal. And so, yeah, if anybody gets anything out of this, then that's good. I feel like really put on the spot on the camera sometimes, so it's hard to remember everything, but I have to answer Progressive and figure this thing out. So I'm gonna end the video here, and someone's walking in anyways.